Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos. So we're gonna take a little break from 6 Samurais. I still have more things I want to try out with the archetype, but let's go ahead and use the other deck that I was very eager to try out after I started getting cards from the box, and it's Harpies. We're using Harpies Hunting Ground, the skill that was once meta. And it has a fair nerf. I don't think I'm seeing a lot of people saying, oh, it should go back to normal. I think it's fine the way it is. There's no point in going back and forth, because if they do that, then what are we gonna do about switcheroo? So should we nerf that back? So I don't think they should do that. But let's go ahead and get into this deck list. We're running 6 Harpies, so 3 Harpy Dancer and 3 Cyber Harpy Lady. So all 6 of them trigger or field spell, which is gonna let us destroy. It's gonna force us. It's mandatory to destroy a spell or trap card on the field. Harpy Dancer, it's really good because it can re-summon itself. You can, let me just read the effect. You can target 1 wind monster you control, return the target to the hand, then you can normal summon 1 wind monster, and you can only use this effect once per turn. So you can summon this, pop a card, activate the effect, send it back to your hand, summon it again, and pop another card. It's just insane. This card alone made the deck so viable now. And but I'm gonna go ahead and say this up front: it can't compete with Cyber Angels. It is the only deck that it just flat out does not stand a chance against. And yeah, it can win against it if you have the econs, or you have the eliminate in the league. If you have the econs, you're gonna beat Cyber Angels with most decks, because that's the counter for Cyber Angels. But unfortunately, besides that, it doesn't have a good matchup against Cyber Angels. But like I said, 3 Cyber Harpy Lady, 1800 Harpy Lady. That's all it's doing here. I didn't want to add Harpy Lady 1 because if by some reason I lose my field spell, she's only 1600, and if my opponent is using wind monsters, it's also gonna buff those monsters. So I just went with the 1800 Cyber Harpy Lady. I'm also running 2 Mecha Phantom Beast Hamstrat. I was really debating what to use in the 2 spots, and because I have Swift Birdman Joe, I decided that I was gonna go with Hamstrat. It helps you stall if you didn't draw into your combo pieces. It helps you tribute for Swift Birdman Joe, and Birdman is insanely good in this deck. Like I was honestly amazed at how useful this card can be revolving around this. So as you guys know, Big Bang Shot, if you equip it to an opponent monster and then it leaves the field, your opponent's monster gets banished. Also, if you equip it to one of your monster and the card leaves the field, your monster gets banished. But what's so cool about Big Bang Shot is that there's 2 ways to do it. You can either pop it by summoning one of your Harpy Ladies, but if you use Swift Birdman Joe, this comes back to your hand. Your opponent's monster still gets banished, and you can now either equip it to your Birdman to buff him up, or just keep it if you have a Harpy Lady, and you can do the same thing next turn to another monster. The recycling is crazy. You also recycle Powerful Rebirth. I'm running 2 of them, and this card, it's really cool because it brings the monster back, any level 4 or lower monster. Special summon it, increases the level by 1, the attack and defense by 100. But that's it. It's not attached to it. If this card leaves the field, the monster is not gonna get destroyed. So you can, same thing as Big Bang Shot. You can summon Swift Birdman Joe. This comes back to your hand, and you can use it the next turn. That gives you a loop, because you can use Powerful Rebirth, bring back one of your Harpy Ladies, destroy a card from your opponent, summon Swift Birdman Joe. You're gonna get this card right back. You set it, and then next turn when your opponent sets something else during their end phase, you flip over Powerful Rebirth, destroy the back row. It's just insane. You out-resource your opponent so fast with this deck. We're running 3 enemy controllers for the obvious protection, and also to go aggressively with it. You can econ take something that you can powerful rebirth. You can econ take tribute for your swift Birdman Joe. And because we're running 6 spells, I also have 1 eliminating the league. The other cool thing about eliminating the league is that if you happen to run into a matchup that doesn't where you don't really need the fuel spell like Cyber Angels, it's better if you keep it in your hand and you have eliminating the league. That way you can at least discard it to destroy a monster. But overall, this deck has been super fun for me. I used it all day today. I think I played probably 40 to 50 games today using this deck. It did get me to Legend. In Legend, it's not doing as well as as it did in Platinum, and that's expected because literally 80% of my duels are against Cyber Angels. At one point, I had 7 Cyber Angel matchups in a row, and unfortunately, that's just the meta that we're on. Nothing really we can do about it. You can either join it, you can build a deck to counter it, and then as soon as you do that, you're gonna stop getting matched up against Cyber Angels. So I don't even bother. I mean, if I go up against the Cyber Angels and I lose, then so be it. Here we don't have a great hand because we don't have a monster, but the fact that we're not adding counters to his Ancient Gear Castle is really good. We pick up the Cyber Harpy Lady. We can go ahead and pop one of the face downs. I was not expecting Floodgate Trapple. That really sucks. That is the worst card that they can have whenever you're targeting one of the back rows. He goes for Noble Man of Extermination. Luckily he hits the mirror wall. It doesn't hit my eliminating the lead, otherwise that would have been pretty bad. I don't pay for the mirror wall, no point in doing that, and then I just set my Mecha Phantom Beast Ham Strat. We see the Ancient Gear Golem. I'm gonna leave the animation, even though it's probably just gonna lag even worse. There we go, Ancient Gear Golem, but we have something ready for him, so I immediately flip over my eliminating the league, get it out of here. He had another one in hand, so both of them go to the graveyard. Now I don't have to worry about Ancient Gear Golem for the rest of the duel. We see the Sergeant Electro. He can't get over my Hamstrat, and he's not destroying my Harpy Lady. Here I get my my Harpy Dancer, and this is what I'm talking about. You target the card, Econ, big deal. I'm gonna bring my Harpy Dancer back into my hand, not before I activate Big Bang Shot on your Sergeant Electro though. Resummon it, target the Big Bang Shot, get out of here, and then hit him for 25. At this point I'm feeling pretty good. I already looked at his hand. All he had was big monsters. Doesn't draw into anything. That's another cool thing about eliminating the league. It gives you, information of what your opponent's hand look like. Going up against the Joey Wheeler. I had a really good replay that I unfortunately saved over, and it was a Hazy Flame matchup. It was pretty intense. Hazy Flame is another deck that a lot of people are wanting me to play around with, and I'm definitely gonna get to it eventually, guys. There's so much stuff right now to play around with that we'll get to Hazy Flame eventually. Here I go and do the same play, pop the back row first, activate Big Bang Shot, summon it again so I can banish whatever monster they have. I was very lucky that he didn't have any level ups, because obviously the combo does not work on Silent Magician level 8 because it's unaffected. But there we see another Silent Magician level 4. So I'm gonna activate my Harpy Dancer effect so I can destroy the back row. Summon my Hamstrat, destroy the Marauding Captain, Econ take so I can hit him for game. Nice and easy win. Like I said, Econ it's just way too good, especially when you can take care of the back row first, and you know that your attack is gonna go through. It's pretty great. We're going up against Kaiba. So I'm not sure if after this I'm gonna try another 6 samurais, or if I'm gonna jump into Hazy Flame, or I might do dinos as well. Dinos look really fun right now. Redeye zombies. 2 face downs, 1 Gazuki, no problem. I have Dancer, so I can take care of both of those back row. Get the mirror wall out of here. And I was assuming that was Redeye Spirit, but it turns out to be an enemy controller, which is fine. I wasn't going to attack the Gazuki anyway. And this hand was just too good with the 2 enemy controllers to back up my Harpy Dancer. We see the Redeye's inside. Searching the Spirit. Doesn't summon anything else, so I can save one of my econs and, you know, just flip over the Gazuki, pick up another Harpy Lady. I knew it was a Redeye Spirit, so there was no reason for me to, you know, do the Dancer first. If I didn't know what the face down was, I would have gone for Dancer first, maybe. But here I use my Harpy Dancer effect to send my Harpy Lady back and then tribute summon my Swift Birdman Joe. So remember, Harpy Dancer can summon any win as long as you have, you know, if it's a level 5 or higher, you have to have the tribute for it. But my Birdman is able to take care of the Redeyes. Here I go for the Gazuki. I'm putting him in a pretty good, in a pretty bad spot. Ends up scooping. Birdman with the field spell at 2500 gets over Phoenix, gets over Redeyes. I think that was Kaiba, right? Now this replay was one of those replays that I like to save just to show you how you really need to think about what deck you're going up against and how you go about the duel. I explained this in, I think it was my Mausoleum Sacred Soldier and Chaos Dark Demok deck, where, you know, if you have the answer for back row and you're going up against a Burn or a Destiny Draw deck or something like that, there's no reason to play into the back row. Obviously I have Harpies Hunting Ground, so I can take care of any back row. And here he didn't summon any monster, he didn't have a skill, so I knew it was Destiny Draw and some sort of stall or whatever. There we see the Draining Shield. I did go for the attack. I probably should have waited. He gains 2,000 life points, 4,000 minus the 2,000 after I hit him. And he goes for the Mask of the Accursed, sets 2 more in the back row. But that's fine. I have my, all I need to do is either draw into my Harpy Dancer or draw into my Birdman Joe. And of course I don't. Okay, there it is. There we see Birdman. He's got the Massive More, which is fine. We're making him spend resources. Once again, I said my eliminating the league in case he drops any kind of monster. Goes for Shard of Greed, another face down. He's got the Lava Golem, which is unfortunate, but I do pick up another Swift Birdman Joe. The effect does not trigger because I didn't tribute a wind monster. You have to tribute a wind monster in order for the effect to go through. But here, all I'm doing is waiting. There's no reason to attack into his traps. Give him another Destiny Draw. I wait, you know, I get my other Cyber Harp Lady. Target the mask, and then I just wait. There's no reason to attack. He's not activating those traps. Here I lose my Harpies Hunting Ground, which is super unfortunate, but it's okay. All I need is a Harpy Dancer, so I can send my Birdman back into the hand. Here I pick her up, send it back into the hand, tribute for Cyber Harpy Lady. Now that there's no back row, I'm safe to attack. He's gonna get a Destiny Draw, but he already used Lava Golem, so I'm not worried about what he can pick up. He's gonna have to pick up some sort of back row, and I can just do the Birdman over again. First I set the ham strat so that I can tribute that and keep my Harpy Dancer. And here's the loop that I have. I meant to stop that, so let's see. I pick up Powerful Rebirth. So the loop was that I could activate this, bring back my Cyber Harpy Lady or any wind monster in my grave, tribute that for my Birdman Joe. Birdman is gonna bring Powerful Rebirth back to my hand. I'm gonna have Harpy Dancer, so I can activate Harpy Dancer again, get the Birdman back into my hand, activate Powerful Rebirth, and then just loop it for as much as I want to. And when you're going up against a deck like this that all they have is back row, you know, there is no reason to try to attack them. Just wait until you have the answers, and you know, sit it out. Either they're gonna get salty and quit, or you're gonna easily win once you take care of the back row. And for this last duel, I saved sort of a mirror match. He had a very interesting take on the deck, but it was just weird that the way the duel started was just odd. I didn't know what to expect after that. She's going first, which is advantage me. Sets a monster, doesn't activate the Harpies Hunting Ground, obviously. So I just set my hand strat. I decided it's time to try and attack. Turns out they also said a ham strat, so that's where I was like, oh wow. And then we see the atmosphere. I was not expecting the atmosphere at all. He takes my Cyber Harpy Lady, which kind of sucks, but I'm gonna get 2 tokens. And then I believe I get I get an amazing top deck in Birdman Joe. Send all the back row, send my Cyber Harpy Lady back into my hand, and I can immediately get rid of the atmosphere. No reason to set Mirror Wall because there was still, you know, his Harpies Hunting Ground was still there. He econ takes here, and I didn't understand why he did that. He didn't have game. There was really no reason to do that. So I go ahead and activate my Harpies Hunting Ground so I can take care of that back row. Enemy controller, he's gonna econ take my Swift Birdman once again, and that's fine. I'm in a very good position. Look at the card advantage. I have 7 cards to, you know, the 3 cards that they have. And here I go for the Big Bang Shot. Maybe not the smartest idea, but I was so ahead in the resource battle that I didn't really care. I knew he was gonna banish my my Joe, you know, using the didn't even have to activate his field spell really, because mine triggers even if they summon one. So there we see Birdman getting banished, but again, all he's got is a Harpy Dancer. I have a Cyber Harpy Lady. I pick up another Cyber Harpy Lady. I have an enemy controller. I have Mirror Wall. I'm in complete control right here. Go ahead and finish him off with the Econ Cheese because he, you know, he banished my Swift Joe. Had to take a little bit of revenge. But that's it for the deck. I don't know how I feel about the atmosphere. I mean, it definitely combos pretty well with Hamstrat, but I don't know what I would take out. I like both of my my Joes there. They're putting a lot of work. But that's it for the deck. Hope you guys enjoyed. I really encourage you to try this out. It's not gonna be meta again because its main counter is Cyber Angels. They don't run any back row, so you know, just use it for fun. Definitely can get you out of Platinum if you're having trouble in Platinum. But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Join my Discord if you haven't. The link's gonna be down in the description. Also in the description is gonna be the link to my PayPal. For those of you that want to support my channel and support my content, I'd really appreciate that.